Because this ain't normal. This ain't regular fashion, right?
Right.
This is God's commandments.
That's right.
Ain't nobody doing that but the Israelites.
That's right.
Read it again.
Gonna show you how. Read that.
Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1.
Bring it on.
Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation that desire.
Are the blacks and Hispanics, Native Americans, are we a desired people? We're not desired. No, the other nations hate us.
Right.
Look what happened in slavery. So we gotta gather together.
That's
O
right.
nation not desired.
But in this generation, you gotta know that people don't want to gather.
I'm not worried about the people. I'm worried about you two that came here to speak to us. Forget about what everybody else is gonna do. You two are gonna make a change. ¿Cómo estás, hermano? ¿Todo bien? Read that again from the top.
Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation that desire.
But what else does it say? Read.
Before the decree.
What?
Yea,
Before?
before.
That means you got a little bit of time. Y'all know,
right.
y'all know Christ is about to come back and split this guy, right?
Yeah, we already know.
You know he's about to bring destruction to everybody, right? So we have a school that you two can come learn more.
Right.
Yeah, we have a school.
Where?
They're gonna get your information right now. That way you two can.
He gonna get it for you. He gonna get it.
Yes. Come speak to this young man right here.
Captain wants you.
Captain wants to?
Yeah.
Yes.
Him?
Yeah, right here. What's your name? You said that already? How many times? Kayla and Deshaun. So y'all understand what's going on, right? What's your nationality?
Israelite.
Israelite, right? What tribe you from? You forgot? Don't worry about it. We teach our people that they are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans up to date.
That's right.
What you want to do before y'all leave is make sure we get your information so you know what to do. Check this out. You got the flyer right there with the flyer. Let me show you something. Get the flyer out.
Well, I have like.
Look on the bottom of it. Look on the bottom, on the back. Right? That's the address you want us, the phone number and all that information, right? Because what we need to do now that you all know what's going on, in order to grow in this, what do you think the next step is?
Freedom.
So what?
To like get in there.
Okay, Hebrews 10:25. Read that for me. Go to Hebrews 10:25. We can show our sisters. Because I know you're looking around and you see a whole bunch of men, right? You may be wondering what are women at, right? Well, yeah, they're all women. We got wives, we got daughters.
That's why y'all got women out here with y'all.
They can't be out here at war like this, out here with all these people out here. What if something happens? You see what I'm saying? We don't tell y'all stories. You understand that? Same way that would be for you if you do this. Watch this.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Hebrews chapter 10, verse 25. Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together.
So the first thing is we should never forsake the assembling of ourselves together. What that mean? Coming together. You understand that? Read it again.
Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is,
Read.
but exhorting one another.
Doing what?
But exhorting one another, and so much the more. As you see the day approach.
As you see the day approach, that's what he was just talking to you about, right? Because as you look around, I know you may not see it, but if you just get outside of the American bubble for just a second, the world coming to the end. You do realize that. There's war in other countries. You do understand that, right? So what should we be doing? We should be gathering together as the Israelites. So what? So that we can exhort you, we can build you up so you can see the example of righteousness. How a woman's supposed to dress. What you supposed to be wearing?
A dress.
A dress, right? What kind of dress? A freakum dress, a short dress? How long the dress supposed to be?
Right here.
Huh?
Right here. Right here.
Right there?
Right there.
And what is supposed to have on the end of it?
What you supposed to have?
Numbers 15:38.
Dang, I can't wear a regular sundress.
Like
Nah, you cannot. Watch this. Let me show you. Watch this. Numbers 15:38. So once you get to that point, right? Once you get the look down pat, now some things you got to add to it.
That's right. Numbers chapter 15, verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel.
We speaking to the children of Israel. You understand that? Read.
And bid them that they make them fringes and the borders of their garments.
So on the end of those dresses, those modest dresses, right? Not the freaking dress, not the regular sundress. You know what I'm saying? Covered up, you understand? Not attracting sexual attention on that dress, that skirt. So do what? Again?
And bid them that they make them fringes and the borders of their garments.
Fringes are supposed to go on the borders of your garment.
That's
You understand that? See how these men wearing these shirts?
So where do you even buy dresses like that from?
You ever heard of, you can buy a dress, but what'll happen is, you'll have to come around, you'll have to gather together, so that a sister like our wives, for instance, one of our wives can sew that on for you. You understand that? Because this ain't normal, this ain't regular fashion, right? This is God's commandments. Ain't nobody doing that but the Israelites. Read it again.
And bid them that they make them fringes and the borders of their garment throughout their generation.
How long?
Throughout their generation.
Believe it or not, all these sisters that you see walking up and down the street right now, all of your sisters, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the Israelites, supposed to be walking around with dresses on, with fringes on the end. This ain't throughout your generations. What does that mean? What does throughout your generations mean?
Throughout our generation.
Yeah.
That means like we don't know none about.
Read it again. Let me help you out.
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generation.
Throughout their generations means as long as we generate, right? As long as black folks having babies, as long as so-called Hispanics having babies, you understand? Right, exactly. As long as we continue to generate, as long as we are alive and walking around on this earth as a people, we got to be keeping these commandments, right? That's the reason itself why the world is.
But in this generation, we don't know nothing about it.
Okay, and that's why you go back to Hebrews 10:25. That's exactly, and that's why you see these men out here now to teach those that didn't know. Because at one point in time, guess what? We didn't know either.
What is the nation?
Nation is men leading by example.